So you sent over some research on Umeboshi,
Mm-hmm.
those Japanese pickled plums, and looks like there's a study from Osaka Medical and Pharmaceutical University suggesting that some compounds in them, called polyphenols, could maybe have like antiviral effects, even against COVID-19.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, right? Scientists have, been looking at phenolic compounds for a while now, especially because of how they might, stop viruses from replicating. So seeing this research zero in on polyphenols and the SARS-CoV-2 virus, it's definitely pretty interesting.
Yeah, like who knew that a simple pickled plum could be like, fighting a global pandemic?
So the first one was called the virus inactivation test. And what they did was they exposed the virus to different concentrations of the polyphenols.
Okay.
What they found was pretty amazing. At a concentration of just 0.1 milligml, it reduced the virus's infectivity by over 98%.
Wow, it's pretty much wiping it out. What about the second test?
All right, so the second one was called a virus replication inhibition test. And this one looked at how well the polyphenols could stop the virus from replicating inside cells. And they found that a 1 milligml concentration reduced viral replication by over 65% in 2 days.
So not only could these compounds like neutralize the virus, but they could also be stopping it from spreading.
Yeah, potentially.
That's pretty amazing.
Absolutely. But it's, really important to remember this research was in a controlled lab setting.
Mm-hmm.
So while the results are definitely promising, more research is needed, especially, clinical trials with human subjects to see if these findings hold true in the real world.
Right. We can't jump the gun, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on, especially since, Umeboshi already has this reputation for being a healthy food in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, haven't you heard the saying, a plum a day keeps the doctor away?
Right. And there's a growing body of research to support that. Studies have linked polyphenols to a variety of health benefits, from things like anti-obesity effects and blood sugar regulation to lowering blood pressure, preventing osteoporosis, fighting fatigue, and even antibacterial properties.
It's amazing what these little plums can do.
It is.
It makes you wonder if this could be part of the reason why the traditional Japanese diet is so healthy.
It's possible. The Japanese dietary pattern, which often includes fermented foods like, umeboshi, has been linked to some pretty impressive health outcomes, like longer lifespans and lower rates of some diseases.
So fermentation is a key factor here.
It definitely plays a big role. Think of it as kind of like pre-digesting the food, which makes those nutrients more readily available for us to absorb.
Like giving our digestive systems a head start. I just want to make sure we've got the key takeaways from that Osaka study on Umeboshi and COVID-19 straight. You give us a quick rundown.
Sure. The researchers found that certain concentrations of polyphenols could both inactivate the SARS-CoV-2 virus and stop it from replicating in cells. But, it's important to remember that we need more research, especially those human clinical trials, before we can really say anything definitive about how it could be used in the real world.
Yeah, it's important to be realistic,
Right.
but still be excited about the potential.
Right. So beyond its potential as an antiviral, Umeboshi has shown some promise in a range of areas. Like studies have linked eating it to better metabolic health, including better blood sugar control and a reduced risk of obesity. And it's also been linked to cardiovascular benefits like lower blood pressure.
Wow, it really does sound like a superfood.
Yeah. There's also evidence that it might contribute to stronger bones, help fight fatigue, and, even have antibacterial properties.
It's amazing to think about all the things packed into this one little plum.
It really is. It's a testament to the power of traditional foods and the wisdom they hold.
Makes you wonder what other secrets are hidden in plain sight, just waiting to be discovered.